5, 16, 19, 21, 30, 3 and 10. Check results. You remember?
Podcast a day, ladies and gentlemen. It's a monumentous day. Do you want me to tell you why? Okay. Stop begging. Stop begging. It comes across as desperate. Because it's the big 5-0. It's number 50. I haven't got sound effects right now of people cheering because I assume you're all already doing that. And if you're not, well, that's your hint. Start. And I'd like to think that on a day like today, a day of 50, it would be a good one, a particularly memorable one. But I actually feel like this could be my worst yet. I've sat down kind of like face down on the floor for a while. I was just like trying to find like, was there anything going on? Is there any kind of news? There is literally nothing happening in the world right now. Well, I suppose that's what you would call out of touch. There's a lot of tragic things happening in the world right now, I can tell you that. But that's not really. But yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah. So this is probably gonna be awful. I realize I haven't been doing my daily quote. It's something I forget. I meant to do. By the way, if I intro this better, it's podcast today. We do this every day. Podcast today keeps a podcast today keeps Doctor away and all that fun stuff. We just talk about random things here. It's like your random morning or evening chat, about 20 minutes. Small talk. It's just a bit of small talk, right? It's just a thing to keep the creative juices flowing. Make sure I'm doing something that makes me feel productive every day. That I'm at least ticking this off. I've been doing my Duolingo every day, so I've still got my streak going for French. Have I got any new words I can say? They're not up to offensive slurs yet, so I've got nothing in that category. None of the fun stuff. That's just a bad joke there. I don't want to know slurs. I know enough. No, I don't want. Anyway, can I say anything new? Bonne nuit. Un garçon. Or actually un homme. The thing is, when you're learning a language, right, specifically through something like Duolingo, it's all irrelevant shit. Like, if someone came up to me and like, "Oh, do you have the time, mate?" I'd be like, "What?" And that's like something that could be said. But at the moment, it's such base level things. Like, we've not even done numbers yet. I'm not even up to that. It's just stuff that I can say, like garçon. When I say the words, I always feel silly saying it in a French accent. But then when I say it in an English accent, it just sounds weird, like garçon. But like garçon, fille, femme. It's like man, woman, boy, girl. What else? Kind of like basic shit is it? It's stuff like chat, a chien, a cat and a dog. Guess what pizza is? Yeah. Guess what orange is? Yeah. You know what would be annoying? Is there in any languages is the color orange and the food orange said with two different words? Because that would be irritating. But I don't know if that's a thing. It probably is a thing somewhere. There's a lot of languages in the world. Bonne nuit. Je ne parle pas français. That's my go-to. Je ne parle pas français. I don't speak French. And until I can, that's the only sentence I need. Je ne parle pas français. Je suis de Londres. Désolé. That's all I need. It's a slow one. It's a dry day. Like, I'm trying to think. Is there like anything that's been going? And this is the issue. Wait, I just realized I'm all over the place. I was meant to think of a daily quote, wasn't I? And as you know, I do the quotes on the spot. I don't have them pre-written. So today's quote of the day, which you guys can take along with your lives and sort of will just change the entire scape of your life, is going to be a human. God, this is really hard. I'm usually not that I think of good ones, but I usually have thought of something by now. Don't touch what you can't afford. No, it's just what that I know that is already. That's not. I've not invented that. That's already a thing, and it's usually a snobbery thing to say. But that's don't touch what you can't afford is apparently the best I can think of right now. No, let's think of a real one. That's just stealing, and I was just going to basically try and steal the quote and give it like its own positive spin. But no, I want to think of something on my own. Um. Uh. You know what? Let me get to the end. I'll get one. I'll think of one by the end of this. How about that? As Catch Me Outside Girl would say. Oh yes, ding ding ding. I've actually thought of something. It was just crossed my mind as a beautiful thing. A little topic. We're going to see how much juice we can squeeze out of this. Ice Spice. Oh, you don't know who that is? Grow up. Yes, you do. You thought I was feeling you. I can't say that the rest of the lines, as you know. I can't really say offensive things because I'm at my family's house. Because I'm currently out of work. That's a whole thing for another day. We don't need to go into why I'm here, but I am here, and I don't wish to say the remaining lines. But you thought I was feeling you. Yeah. And her other hit song, the SpongeBob one, I can't remember how it goes. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She's sort of our modern day Shakespeare. Ice Spice, and I like Ice Spice, and I know don't do that. Don't do that, because I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, of course you like Ice Spice. No, okay, no. I actually don't think she's shit at music. I think she's easy to hate on and stuff. And I'm sure like people of the 1800s would hear that music and like would murder her and call her a witch. What is this witchery music? What is this devil tunage? But they would be wrong, you know. We figured that out, you know. I don't know. I feel like it's got a fun sound. This isn't just a section talking about Ice Spice. No, her like graduation photo went viral. I mean, what is going viral? It was a slightly trending on Twitter. Of her graduating. The photo was fine. She looked very different. Like she now kind of rocks the whole like Ronald McDonald look. Like she's got like the ginger wig, not wig, afro. I don't know why I mixed those two words up. She got like the ginger afro. She's a whole iconic look going on there. Yes, I use the words iconic. What's more iconic? Ice Spice or Marilyn Monroe? You know what I mean? To a lot of people under the age of 20, they could probably, I would say it's actually pretty close. Ice Spice's real name. If you had to guess and you didn't already know, if you do already know, well then you're not guessing, are you? You already know. But if you didn't already know and you had to guess, what would you guess? Ice Spice. Now, I would assume it has nothing to do with Ice Spice, like, and that it's just a random name like Rebecca or like Destiny. But let's just say her name is Explosive. Do we like a drum roll? Let's just say her name is let's just say it's not a surprise that Ice Spice blew up recently. It was death. Let's just say her name is the name of a terrorist organization. Wait, that's not. It's not like a pun in the same way the other things were. It's a terrorist. You know, her name's ISIS, which is like wow. And I know I don't know how old is Ice Spice. Okay, Google, how old is Ice Spice? I actually have one of those Google things. I should plug that in because I'm always like, oh, I should Google it, but I can't right now because I'm scared if I Google it, it's gonna freeze the thing and it's just long and I don't want to have to sort that out. So I just never Google stuff. I need to Google things more often. I need to make that. I'm on my own, and as you know, I suppose last ep. One person podcast if you're funny enough and got enough great chat, and you got a decent enough concept, and most importantly, you're funny enough, I think they work well. Don't judge me by those, please. But I'm just saying, yeah. 2-person is the best combo for me, and 3, it can work if the third person's a little bit more in the background, more of a producer. 4, okay, now it's just ridiculous. This is a full-on orgy of voices in my head. It's just too much. It's too much going on. And like a lot of people think, oh, that's great, the more the merrier, but it's not, because it's just sensory overload. Am I still talking about podcasts right now? What was I actually saying a minute ago? Oh, I should get the Google on, because then it's like, this is sad, but then it's like I'm doing this with someone else. My Google Assistant. God, I yeah. But no, that would be useful. Okay, Ice Spice. No, my Google's not called Ice Spice, and if it was, lock me up. That's pretty weird. I don't know. I reckon she's probably like. See, when I always go to think, probably like 24, 20, but these people, right, who blow up, God, it's funny because that wasn't even on purpose. These people who, blow up, but not pun intended, just they blow up these days. They're always younger than you would expect, or I'm just older now, so I'm looking back at it. Ice Spice would be proud. Looking back. Anyway, I'm looking back at it instead of looking ahead at the ages now. But like, when you see people like Speed, I know these are streamers, not the same thing, but they're very famous now. Speed and like Kai Cenat and Ice Spice and all these people just get huge, and other young people, and like when Lil Nas X. Sorry, it had to happen. Got big. Like they're always around like 20. So I'm gonna guess Ice Spice is like 21 max. But then she would have only like graduated school recently, so why does the photo look so? It didn't look that different, to be fair. It was just the hair. The hair was like straight black, and now it's like, like that, orange and round. If the party not lit, then I'd rather not go. Why would I go? Another Ice Spice line for you there. I know. I got them coming out of my neck. Why are we talking about Ice Spice? Oh yeah, her name's Isis, and it's just funny. She was. that's the topic. I honestly, the amount of air that just came out of my nose. Luckily, I've got pretty clear airways right now. There's nothing up there, but I feel like milk could have shut out. But I'm kind of just deep in it now. Like I think this is pretty much as clear as my nose will get, and it's still kind of. I feel like I've got like. Obviously, my nostrils are quite big, like the outer region, but I feel like the actual inner holes where they connect to like wherever the air comes from, the lungs or whatever, like the back holes which you can't see because they're inside your face, your skull holes. I feel like they're quite small because like right now I've not got a cold. I got no bogies up, no bats in the cave, if you will. But like, I feel like it should be easier to breathe in. I feel like it's still a bit laboured. That being said, I'm not a mouth breather. I am still a nose breather. Breeder. I don't breed them. Noses. Breather. Nose breather in general. But like, I don't know why, because it is so much easier to breathe through the mouth. Like, you get so much more bang for your buck. Yeah, like I said, I've got 0 topics, and you can tell I'm scrambling. Like, there's general things, like there's Formula One, the car liveries have been dropping. None of them have like blown my little itty bitty socks off yet. None of them have been awful. None of them have been that great. There's like little things here and there. There's like football related stuff, but there's like nothing like big. Like nothing. I was like scrolling to. I was like, just give me some kind of news. It's just about kind of in like a lull period. A lull period? Yeah, a lull period right now. In between stuff. Again, like, I really feel like. Right now, this Google thing I could implement, because I'm all about segments right now. I'm all about thinking like, how can we make this more structured, and how like we do the quote at the beginning, which I still need to do. Yeah, the quote at the beginning, we do like this thing or that thing. I really want to make it a little bit more, so even if I haven't got things to say, I've still got like a general path to follow. Let me just give you a quote now. Quotes are for cunts. That's your quote. Okay, I can't think of one. Sorry, that's what I got for the other day. Anyway, I just said the C word. Why am I acting so weird? And why do I keep doing this? I keep doing this. Let me just say something random. Why am I acting so strange? And I keep doing that thing. Like, I don't know if you're noticing it, but I keep doing it. And every single time I do it, I keep thinking about it. But it's just like, shut the fuck up, mate. I just stop fucking doing that. You know what I mean? Anyway, that would have been me doing it again. Nah, fuck. Now I'm so conscious of it. That one was by accident somehow. Like I can say but it's just like I'm anyway. Yeah, like maybe each time I can ask Google something like, Google, tell me 3 interesting facts, Google, or something. Hey Google, I'll try and think of like a fun thing, a bit more unique than tell me 3 interesting facts today, Google. Or maybe that'll be enough. I don't know. I'll try and think of something a bit cooler. It's hard to think like what's on brand because I've not really got a brand. It's just sort of we do this today. That's the gimmick. That's the whole concept we got to go with. And I actually have like a huge book full of like different formats and ideas, but on a way bigger scale, which no one can ever read. They're all not officially copyrighted, and that's why they stay locked down. But one day I wish to fulfill those. Wish to do them, I guess. And broskies, they're sick. They're so good. They would blow your socks off. I want to play Hogwarts Legacy. I spoke about it a little bit yesterday because like it's so like inclusive now because obviously Harry Potter was so white that they've had to really go hard with the disabled people and like the blacks and browns. You know, back in the 1900s, very multicultural school. Present day, sort of reversed. But actually, just on the gameplay, I'm thinking, I feel like color wise and like the way the game looks, it has got this sort of Marvel like grayness over everything, which I wish it was a bit more vibrant. The game, like the blacks are a bit blacker. It just kind of feels like it has this grey sort of washed out look over it color wise. The landscapes looks quite good. The characters sort of all lack personality from what I'm seeing. Like they kind of just all deliver lines. All the students, like they just stand very stiff and just deliver lines to each other. But it looks like a very big game. A lot you can play it in your kind of way, and like a lot of customization, a lot of fun to be had. And like I recently played, only just recently, Star Wars Fallen Order, and I quite like that. But I thought that wasn't open enough for me, and it seems like that, but a little bit more open, a little bit less good character wise, a little bit less good graphically, but maybe a little bit better gameplay in terms of freedom of gameplay at least. So I want to get that soon. No time particularly soon, but within the next month, actually, because I won't be able to. I don't know. It depends. I'm, as I always say, dirt bro. I think because you usually say like, do you say dirt rich? He's dirty rich, filthy rich. But I always say dirt rich. Anyway, who is rich and why is he so filthy? Am I right? Christ, it's funny. It's a shorty today. Like Ice Spice, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm in this like weird mood. I think I'm just like floundering basically, so I'm just acting kind of like extra because I'm like, shit, I've got nothing to talk about and I want this to still sound interesting. But yeah, we're at 1908, almost 1905, year of Chelsea being founded. Yeah. Yeah, so I forgot I was trying to outro this, wasn't I? Yeah. So it's a shorter one, kind of, really. Well, not really, so that was the general length. And hopefully some stuff happens in the world and I can sort my shit out and get this a little bit better. Don't know why I'm doing that with my hands. But yeah, this is 50, man. Wow. Like, this is a type of banknote. Very useless banknote. They don't accept it in any shops pretty much. Never accept 50s. I don't think I've ever owned a £50 note in my life. They should just make them extinct. You can't use them in shops ever. Like, I remember once, little story time, I was working in the cinema. And, like, I'm very awkward in, like... Not awkward in social situations. It's more just that I avoid confrontation with... I don't really know. I'll just explain the story and then you'll get the gist. Actually, I'm going to save it for a future time because I feel like in the future I might need topics and this is a good one to mention. So £50 note story, banking that banknote story, ka-ching, tick off another pun. It's not really a pun, is it? It's just bad dialogue. Anyway, this is 50, which means tomorrow will be 51.
And have like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. Like,